We've all been there. You finish a quick lunch, get back to your desk, and suddenly, there it is. A sharp cramp, a wave of bloating, or that burning sensation creeping up your chest. Most people pop an antacid, wait for the pain to pass, and get back to work. We rely on our digestive system multiple times every single day. Yet for something so central to our survival, we rarely understand the mechanics of how it actually operates, or why it seems to constantly rebel against us. These common discomforts, like bloating and heartburn, are physiological reactions to specific internal conditions. They are signals that the stomach's environment is struggling to maintain its baseline state. To address these signals, we need to look at the stomach from a clinical perspective. We have to understand the baseline mechanics of the machine. This diagram shows the 3 core mechanical functions of the stomach. First, it acts as a reservoir to receive food. Then, it drenches those solids in a powerful acid. Finally, it churns everything into a uniform liquid so the intestines can absorb the nutrients. This fluid contains a high concentration of hydrochloric acid. It is caustic enough to break down dense organic matter and destroy foreign pathogens that enter the digestive tract. This leads to a biological contradiction. If the stomach contains a pool of acid strong enough to melt organic matter and kill bacteria on contact, why doesn't it digest its own tissue? The stomach survives its own lethal environment through a sophisticated defense system rather than a thick, impenetrable wall. This microscopic cross-section reveals our first defense, a thick mucosal shield separating turbulent acid from delicate cells below. The second is continuous regeneration. As acid causes surface damage, underlying cells rapidly multiply, pushing upward to patch any gaps. A healthy stomach exists in a state of dynamic equilibrium, a balance between a destructive acid and a constantly renewing shield. When this equilibrium breaks down, we experience specific system errors. Heartburn is a spatial error. It occurs when corrosive acid breaches the top valve of the stomach and escapes into the esophagus, an area that lacks a mucosal shield. A more severe breach results in an ulcer. Whether caused by H. pylori, painkillers, or extreme stress, the mucosal shield fails in one spot. This allows acid to bypass the defense, corroding a crater directly into the stomach wall. Other issues are mechanical. Indigestion is a form of system lag. It happens when the stomach is forced to process food eaten too quickly or meals that are high in fats. Bloating is a buildup of trapped gas. This results from swallowing excess air during a meal or from an imbalance in gut bacteria struggling to break down specific foods. These symptoms, the burns, the lag, and the gas, are the logical consequences of overloading the stomach's internal balance. Further down the digestive tract, problems follow a similar logic. Constipation is a system stall caused by a lack of water, a lack of dietary fiber, or limited daily physical movement. Diarrhea is an emergency purge protocol. The body forcefully ejects the contents to flush out an infection, contaminated food, or to respond to intense physiological stress. This chart highlights critical red flags. While most digestive issues can be managed at home, you must seek medical intervention for unexplained weight loss, internal bleeding, severe pain, or chronic vomiting. Recognizing the difference between a functional error you can correct and a critical system failure is the key to long-term health. For most people, the path to recovery involves looking at daily habits. Many chronic digestive issues are the result of how we manage the machine. We often sabotage our digestion through mechanical habits. We eat at breakneck speeds, lie down immediately after heavy meals, or keep overloading the system with acidic stimulants like coffee. Chronic psychological stress is another physical trigger. It doesn't just affect your mood, it slows gut motility and weakens the mucosal defenses, making the stomach more vulnerable to its own acid. Most chronic stomach problems are not inevitable diseases. They are the direct outcomes of our daily routines and lifestyle choices. To achieve permanent gut health, we have to follow a structured 5-pillar treatment plan. This chart balances the 5 essential pillars: understanding the root cause, using medication for acute needs, modifying your diet, adjusting your lifestyle, and maintaining consistent follow-up. Medication is often used as a quick fix, but antacids and pills are typically temporary patches. They mask the symptoms without addressing the underlying mechanical or lifestyle issues. Your gut health is a reflection of your daily habits. To truly heal the system, the focus must move from treating isolated symptoms to adjusting the way you live.